Please enter your name, Mar. I'm doing excellent. I was doing artwork earlier, and then I'm playing this weird game, Doki Doki Literature Club, and it's free on Steam. I'm gonna have to check on some links here, but on my stream. I don't know what's happening with the tipping, but all right. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. I think I'm gonna drop the music a little bit more. I've never played this before. I've seen it some, but I'm like, oh, there's a lot of text. I don't know what to do, but apparently it's really weird. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah! I overslept again! But I caught you this time. That's not creepy. Maybe, but only 'cause I decided to stop and wait for you. You say it like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Mar. I'm super mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. Good night, Plink. I will be here tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time playing Talisman. I will see you then, my friend. Oh, Red Rock Panda is a badass panda, so he's good. But thank you for announcing the warning again, little shrimp. I appreciate that. But then again, my stream is set for mature audiences only. Whatever you say, Saori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Mar, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? What are you talking about? Nightmare fuel, as you can... I don't know. I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Why would I want to join a club? I haven't been looking either. Well, then why are you asking? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I don't remember. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Oh well, how nice of that. I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What is the real world? The real world? What are you talking about, this real world stuff? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Would you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Do you mean adulting? That stuff is, it's part of the quest that I don't like to do. It's that quest line that I don't like doing, but you have to do in order to progress in the main quests, I guess. So, more than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. And we are in school now. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Oh man, I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. The way has to be played, I know. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and I realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Oh! Dude! Why do you have to be that way? Why? Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Just go to your club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is absolutely no way I'm going to your club. Meanie! Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Hell no. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I will bring a new member. Excuse me? You said what? And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Ugh. How can I resist cupcakes? With cupcakes? Who can refuse cupcakes? That's mean. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Fine. I'll stop for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! I don't want to! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Because cupcakes are life. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Oh, this is gonna be awkward! Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member! I'm just here for the cupcakes! I glance around the room. It looks like a just random school classroom. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Why do you have to be blushing like that? Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh, that's creepy. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Mar, what a nice surprise! Welcome to the club. All right. Ugh. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Ah. Plot twist. What are you looking at? Well, what am I looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly to my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say anything like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right! It's great to see you again, Mar. It's not the right name! Monica smiles sweetly. Stop it, girl! Stop it! We do know each other well, rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little, you too, Monica. Uncomfortable. Come sit down, Mar. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'm definitely not sitting next to you, Sayori. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Yes. Tea and cupcakes. I would prefer milk, but that's okay. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been whitened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Bad choice! Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I want to see these cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. I want to see the cupcakes. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first and Monica I follow. It's so delicious! Cupcake. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like She likes baking and cats. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I'm personally not a fan of sweets. I prefer salty snacks like, you know, or fruit with lots of like tahine. I don't know if you ever heard of tahine. It's like a not powder chili. It's chili with lime and salt. It's so good. So I prefer salty snacks, salty foods. I do like sweets, but I'd rather not have sweets. I get tired of sweets too fast. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. Did you buy them? But not for you, you dummy. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Let's just not talk about it anymore. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. I feel like I'm gonna lose my boys with this game, oh my gosh. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I suppose. I guess so, yes. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Oh. So what made you consider the literature club? Not a cupcake? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so, that's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Oh, this is gonna go bad. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everybody. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. I don't know, I have a feeling this is gonna go bad. I just have a slight feeling that's gonna be very... I know it's already bad, I'm here in this awkward moment, but it's probably gonna go worse. I'm literally stuck with these girls right now. I can't even. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all of the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention. Like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everybody? Yes! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Mark, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half jokingly. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. I do like fantasy books. I like horror books, I like sci-fi, I like fantasy. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them it's amazing to me. I will agree with that. And telling a good story in such foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Nice. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. I don't know. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. I think it's gonna be Yuri because she likes fantasy and she's reading horror. Come on. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, just Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? She has purple hair too, man. Why not? What? What gives you that idea? You left us a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting, girl. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't say it out loud! And give that back now! Ah! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. 4 gallons of hair dye? No, actually not. I don't think so. Probably like 4 bottles of like this size. I need to dye my hair purple again. I only have like bits of it purple. Little bit of it. I need my whole head to be purple again. It's kind of like a violet color though. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, sometimes. Why do you even care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Oh man, I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everybody's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Crickets. I need water. Okay! I have an idea, everyone. Oh my gosh. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Mar? Monica smiles randomly once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. I know, I already have homework. How dare you give me homework? I'm not even a part of this club. She's like, what? Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Look at them. But I'm sorry, I thought Mar, you all defenseless against these girls. What do I do? How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? This is bullshit. This is trap. That is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. It was total trap. They're like, oh my god! Ah! Yes, I'm so happy! Oh my god, don't hug me! Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. You gotta relax, ladies. If you just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Shh. Let's not tell them. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Oh my goodness. I'm going to regret this. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Oh my god. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Mar, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. I won't regret it. Am I not? Can I really impress the class star Monica with mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. So much anxiety. Stress level is over 9,000 right now. Oh my gosh. Sweating. Just kidding. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Mar, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Thank you so much for the host, Sarah Oscura. Appreciate ya. Sure, might as well. Yay! Ugh. Shut up, girl. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, no, no, yes, no. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Let's get to it! Poem time! It's the music though. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Shh, don't spoil it, but I figure spooky will work, so just don't spoil the game for me, little shrimp. I've never played this game. Marshmallow. Bed. Unstable. Is that a spooky word? Headphones, definitely not. Rose, definitely not. Marshmallow. Adventure. No. Shame, death. Death. Rain cloud. Disaster. Disaster! Cry. Eternity. Yes, eternity. Agonizing. Massacre. Not dancing. Infallible. Boop. Whisper. Whisper. Ah. frightening. After image, or I like that word. Passion, clumsy, tenacious, wrath. So edgy, extreme, dark. What? She likes dark? Horror. These are words that I like as well. Oh my god, I found my better half. Explode. Desire. I like games though, but desire. Kawaii, no. Vitality, lust. Fear. Inferno. Bouncy. Feather. Misfortune. No. Secretive. Let's see what I did here with this poem. Hi again, Mar. That was so fast. The day's over. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Now don't worry. I'm here to stay. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Mar. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Ugh. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! I know, right? Natsuki, shut up! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Thank you. Go sit down, lady. Don't worry, guys. Mar always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. Hey, how dependable! I'll be here, shrimp. Sayori, that's because your room is messy and it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Man, that's dangerous. That's quite dangerous. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Mar can become good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Welcome back! Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Smooth. This is... how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. She's a good friend. I don't even know her, but nice. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everybody's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri about a little more, but at the same time I will feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Yeah, not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have two copies of the same book? Um, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What is it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. Yuri can see right through me. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her good relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mar? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. So, she's shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Yuri, it's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. They when suddenly when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put in my bag Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah! She's so nervous. Yeah! Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That's reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Thank you so much for the host, the Mike James. I appreciate that. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. So sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Where? Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between two of them. Ah! I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is on the way, so instead I use my right and hold up the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. Ah! I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But I'm holding it like this. We're huddled even closer together than before. Ooh. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. This is really awkward. It's probably the least I can do, since Yuri's been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. The hardest challenge yet in the game. Turn a page, I know. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. This is getting so intimate, man. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. Oh, I see. You remain silent for a moment. But Mar, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, what? Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really don't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Oh, thank God. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Oh shit. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Uh-oh. We're sharing poems now. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close up top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then split back into my bag. I do not do mental notes on books because sometimes I forget. The thing with reading for me, I bounce books a lot. I know it's a bad thing to do, but I do this same thing with video games. I bounce off video games a lot because my mind is it just wants something else. So that's just me, but I feel like I need to save, but that's okay. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yes, I did! And my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I just can't. I can't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone is ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Ah! No! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Let's have there. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri relocating comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. Cut to the chase here. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Uh-oh. As Yuri reads the poem and notices her eyes lighten. Ooh, exceptional! What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh, he's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Why are you so nervous? Take a breath, girl. Come on. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Oh, really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. What? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just mean, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay, this is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everybody else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, I don't know how to pronounce that word, I'm sorry. How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if you're apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself it's kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing, bathing, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining. Okay, I can't read this cursive. I suck at reading cursive. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, cleanse breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Interesting. I'm so sorry how terrible handwriting. Oh my god. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. It's not bad handwriting, but I can't really, you know, read that well cursive. Well, I just don't read script very often. That is not creepy at all. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It's definitely pretty. That's a relief. I'm actually gonna go get some water, guys. I'll be right back. I need more water. Be right back. Alright, I am back. Yeah, the minimum is 100, so that way you can get more, but slot machines are dangerous. Alright, let's get to this. I have water now. Water is life. Alright. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. No! No! You still have 55 tacos though. Not all is lost. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. What intonation? Something easy to digest, that's, I suppose. Are you into ghost Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Mar. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in the last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. Uh, it's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Mar. Ooh. Ah, me too. Oh, let's show it to Monica. She's probably gonna hate it. Hi, Mar. Having a good time so far? Yep. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I know, Yuri's gonna do her best for me. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Mar. We're a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Mar. I was going in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go from something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put some effort. Ha! That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of it nonsense. Ah, I can't speak. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Oh, my kitty. Hi, kitty. What are you doing? What are you doing, kitty? Castiel? It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Level 300? Damn, that's high level. Yeah, my cat is somewhere around here. Castiel, hold on. Let me grab my cat. That's my flying kitty. Hey, excuse me. Cables are not for kitties. He wants to eat the cables now. That was a mistake. But that's my kitty Castiel. He's an F5 Savannah cat. Alright. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Stop doing that, Castiel. Oh my god. What are you doing? My cat is Tornado Cat. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha! Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. So I'm pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Excuse me, Castiel, what are you doing? Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. What? My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. No. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make a progress. That's a good one. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle, I think. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Let's go with Sayori now. Awkward moment. This is a good poem, Mar. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who will be writing poems in his spare time. I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really are part of the club now. Of course. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Really? It's like I said before, Mar. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure have fun, lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning. It makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you thrusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I want breakfast! Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit. Yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh, yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Mar, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? Do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? Oh my god, her attitude. I am not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that we weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks I'm writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously, but it's the point of poems for people to express themselves. I know, right? I was like, bitch, please. You insult me and then you trash poem? You didn't put any effort to it. Really? Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. It didn't really hit me hard, girl. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bringing up the feeling in the last line, so you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you're learning something. Didn't expect that from the youngest on here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor when care with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. You're proud, girl. You do you. You go, girl. But whew, I guess that's everyone. Now I want to go home. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It was definitely stressful. Everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Everyone in this is officially 18. They better be. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows frown in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Uh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thank you so much for the host, Landvision. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant, the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. What? Oh my god, she has an issue. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Mar did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Ooh, savage. And Mar liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Uh-oh. Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Uh-oh. That's not what you're just... Maybe you're just jealous that Mar appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Oh no! This is a bad situation, guys. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Mars started showing up. Ooh! Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little, This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Mar! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poem all convoluted? I have not heard this word in my life. English is not my first language, so convoluted for no reason. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Mar. Wait, what? There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. Oh my god, Colin Powell, how are you? Good to see you. It's going great. I'm playing this weird game called Doki Doki Literature Club. It's free on Steam. I was earlier doing some artwork. How are you? Happy weekend. Happy weekend. Happy week. How was your weekend? See, I can't even think anymore. This game is something else. Happy Tuesday? Yes, happy Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Yes. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also waste. You understand, right, Mark? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Natsuki, you're right that I like your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. Just hanging out in bed? Oh, nice. Just chilling. That's awesome. I'm glad that you're doing well. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. Thank you for saying that, because she's mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's not secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... No, I have never played it before. So that's why I'm like, what is this game? My throat is starting to hurt because I've been talking a lot. I'm blind playing this game. Well, that's but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Um, but Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well and you just told her how you felt. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that Natsuki, I think that's enough. It's something I'll have fun. Nice. I hope it's not all reading because I'm getting tired of reading. Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said something that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at your faces right now. Goodbye. It's all reading. Ah! My goodness. Alright, well, I'll withstand this. I'm on a mission to play this game from beginning to end. Not today. I don't think it's gonna happen. But I will definitely continue at some point next week for you guys. And because I really want to know what this all is about. So let's continue on. Let's continue. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. Look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit down in adjacent chair. Nice. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. It has given you nightmares? Honestly, I don't think it will give me nightmares. I am... let's say, I am a fan of weird stuff. I like horror, I like gory stuff, I like very strange stuff, and usually if I have nightmares, that actually helps me with artwork, so we'll see what happens. That's how I am though, that's how I am. I love... Have you played Agony? Agony is a very good game. I mean, the graphics are not that great. There's parts that I hate about Agony, but overall the feel of that game is really good. It's very nightmarish. I love it. Thank you for the bitsy. Thank you. I will wait to play Agony until it's cheaper. I don't think it's worth the money that it costs right now. I'm slightly pissed off at that game because of content they were supposed to release, but it is what it is. I like the game. I mean, what I have. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handle it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Mar, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That's one thing Natsuki said about, you know, you will never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. Just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I said it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Mar, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. What? And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. Oh my gosh. Think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. And not to myself in newfound determination. Impress girls. Mar, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? Oh, the Beatsy! Thank you for the Beatsy! Oh my god, Colin Powell. Oh my god, Colin Powell. I can't write right now. Colin Powell. The Colin Powell. Make sure to follow the Colin Powell over at his Twitch channel. Give the heart button a click. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I hate that other girl though. Thanks for the host, Gears Cat. Oh my god, thank you so much for the raid. Ah, how are you? Okay, I can't write. Ooh, he was playing Dead by Daylight, so make sure to follow Gears Cat. He's one of my best friends. We are both Vampire Freaks models, and we do stream together a lot. Tomorrow we're gonna be playing Talisman. Make sure to hit that link and hit the heart button. You haven't streamed in a... I know. No worries, my friend. I hope we can see you sometime soon. You are missed. How are you? Welcome, everybody. If you don't know me yet, my name is Mardekaos. I'm a variety streamer. I am playing Doki Doki Literature Club, and I'm losing my voice. It's a lot of reading. I was doing some artwork earlier. So it's been a fun stream, and thank you for coming with Curious Cat. He's awesome. So if you guys haven't followed him, if you're here in my stream from before, you were getting shops. Oh, how was that going? This is a game that I've never played. It's apparently it's a very weird game that gives nightmares. So I am intrigued to know more about this game. I'm a guy in a literature club with cute girls. You're halfway. I haven't even been able to start. You as well, Colin Powell. Sleep well, and I'll talk to you soon. Some people have been saying that it gives nightmares. I'm like, what kind of nightmares? I'm so confused, but I guess I have to progress. It's free on Steam. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. So I haven't been able to do any killing in Dead by Daylight because every time I choose a killer, it takes forever to get into a match. So it's frustrating. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Mar, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everybody is what makes me the happiest, and I think everybody really likes you too. Not at the moment the lobbies were feeling quick. Nice. Well, I tried yesterday. No, yeah, I tried yesterday, and I couldn't. That's every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Super awkward. Here comes the part where I try to write a poem. Inferno, yes. Grief. No. Anger. No! I need to impress her! The purple hair! Pain. No! No! Melancholy. Yes. Fear. Please, fear. No! Aura! Damn it! She's gonna get impressed. Graveyard, please. Bed. No! Misfortune. Wrath. Yes. Uncanny. Yes! She likes horror. Tenacious. Melody, no. Heartbeat, no. Socks, no. Tenacious? Tenacious. Maybe? Yes! Anxiety, massacre. Scars. No! No! Contamination. So either yes, intellectual. Disown, infallible. John, how are you? Help me here. What word should I? Purple hair. Not email. Not extraordinary. I feel like I've heard of it. I've seen people play it, but I never like, you know, pay attention that much because I wanted to play this game at some point. But this was the community pick game. I have. No! No! Not extraordinary! I have a poll going on for next week's game, so you get to vote and I will stream the game that... No, I don't want to impress her. I don't like her! Explode! Yes! Extreme! Yes! Horror! Yes! So take a vote right there. Doki Doki Literature Club won the vote that I was doing last week. Buckle up. Essence. Yes! Dark. No! No! I think she got the most. Shit! Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. That's what people have been saying. I'm looking forward to it. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. So how was your Monday, John? This game, shit, I can't remember. Cause I was streaming, okay, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12. About an hour and a half-ish, this game. Yeah, an hour and a half I've been playing. So I'm kinda like that. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Mar! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I don't like her. My day was excellent. I did a lot. I got the new photograph for my driver's license because the photo that I had was horrible. I did look for some stuff for cosplay. I found 2 items. I need 3 more. Yes, I need 3 more. She's not my favorite. I like just by looking at her like, ah, no, I don't like her. She's nice, but I wouldn't hang out with her on a more personal level. I don't know. Something about her. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things we do anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Would you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why all of a sudden? Yeah, I'm sure she's nice. Yeah, she's nice. She's been nice, but I wouldn't, more like on a personal level. On a personal level, like beyond the hanging out. I mean, I hang out with a lot of people, She's nice, but I will be like not like BFF. Not my style. Yeah, it's not my style. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't like hang out. I mean, yeah, I would hang out, but not on a personal like closer, if you know what I mean. Don't get offended. Yeah, she's more up, she's more mysterious. Yes. No reason really, I just wanted to look at it. Aha! Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with her latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill on the desk. Yes. Only two small coins. Yeah, well, we like purple hair as well. Only two small coins fall out. I don't think this should be offensive to you, little shrimp. Yes, we had it too. Yeah, it's exactly. We have kind of have purple hair. Not her tone of color, but I had that color at some point. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. I mean, she's a good friend of. She's trustworthy, so, that's that's not fair. How did you even know? And everybody has their own opinions, so, you know, we all think differently, my friend. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. Forever hungry. Ah, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ah, haha. Jules suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening. Her face is in her book as always. Haha. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Mar to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved in like that, Sayori. She is cheery indeed. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. That's true. And frankly, after pulling mischievous little stunt like that, suffering is fair enough retribution. The music though. Footy, I know the football is like gloves. The little hearts is so cute. I did not mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen too much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't it? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than Sayori. Oh my god. Kya! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles on the desk. Oh, what was uh, a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Ooh. Sayori glanced around. It, it's a miracle. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. We'll be here, little shrimp. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard Natsuki. She's the girl that I do not like. She's mean and she just overreacts to everything. I do not like her at all. No. She's super mean. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, although. Haha. Natsuki. Yeah, she's annoying. Look at her face. Look at her face. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrap and takes a big bite. So good. Yeah, she's positive. She's a positive girl. So good. Mm. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. A bit. I bit my tongue. Oh. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. See, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Uh-huh. Mouthful, Sayori thrusts away into safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. She's just a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. All of us combined. I know. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You will have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't anywhere you played music as well, Monica. I don't really... I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's, maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. If that's so. In that case... Yeah, I don't mind her either. I won't let you down, Mar. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck, girl. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Saya's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey Yuri. Um, I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one that we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Go ahead. I love tea. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. I could probably agree to that 100%. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. I know, it sounds so nice. What's your favorite kind of tea? Mine, I really like green tea. I like Earl Grey tea. Jasmine, I have never tried jasmine tea, so that's one thing I want to try sometime. I like chamomile tea for relaxation. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Clementine honey, ooh, that sounds good. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yep. Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Monica, shush. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Mar in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Mar. Ah. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Let's get the fuck out of here. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Mar, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Is it really not obvious? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Ah, no, no. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Um, Thank you so much for the host eclipse, Za. Yuri lifts her head. Mar, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Yeah, it's free, so might as well check it out. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yes, let's go get water. Yuri and I walk the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Mar, do you like oolong tea? I can't remember if I like oolong tea. I think I have tried oolong tea before a long time ago. Yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get a teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert in tea or anything. Uh-huh. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. Yeah, I think he already played through the game. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Oh, you watched it? Oh, nice. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. Teehee. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Mar. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Mar, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Nice. Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? It's your boobs. Your boobs are too big. That's why you have back pain. You were trying to say boobs, girl. That's... She should have kept that to herself. Always hunch over little while reading. Yes. Yeah, she like hunches down. She hunch. I don't. When I read, I sit very straight because it's easier for me. Because if I'm like this, it's just very uncomfortable, and there's no enough light. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. Reading posture, yes. Reading posture, yes. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. My god, when I paint, I sit in the most awkward positions. I'm sometimes on my knees and sometimes like cross-legged. And sometimes like I'm halfway standing, and I'm so weird when I paint. It's just depending on what I'm doing. It's just really weird. I retrieved the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hiding from Sayori's candy radar. I think it since it'll go well with the tea. Candy, chocolate, and tea? Ah! Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. You're like a cat? Nice. I guess I could say that too. I can't see too well. Yuri's eyes closer and their shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? How am I supposed to do this? Thank you so much for the host, Jeffy Nut. No worries, I'll be here, Curious Cat. Enjoy your foods. Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me the teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. It is 3 a.m. over there. It's only 1 a.m. here. If you need to go to sleep, little shrimp, don't you worry. If you need rest, feel free to go to sleep. I'm not keeping you here against your will. I appreciate you for coming. It's 4 a.m. there. Oh my god! Unless you don't have anything else to do, then feel free to hang out. I'm probably gonna have to get off at 1:30 or 2 because I have stuff to do tomorrow. I'm keeping me here against my will. You're cute. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. That would be super awkward. Oh my god. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. It's Doki Doki! I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I need more water. I put the cup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply pats her lips and if the situation was completely natural, but that means I can't stop here. I presently place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. You had some chips? Nice. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like he needs to confirm what just happened. Sorry! More food, all the foods. Nom 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 nom. Like the kid is eating sushi. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Wonton soup. I am so jealous of you right now. That sounds incredibly good. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. That sounds really yummy indeed. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. With shrimp? But this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. Uh-oh. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest raising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm, like before Yuri pats her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath in my fingers. You're allergic? Oh. Okay, everyone! What? Yuri jolts back. Ah! It's time to share poems. Mark, can you help Yuri put away tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course! Okay, thanks. Spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah, Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. Yeah, that's terrible that you're allergic. Shrimp is really good. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring it up. Let's get it over with. Let's go to Sayori first because she probably liked it the most because I fucked up. You had an allergic reaction when you were drunk. Oh my god. Oh no, that's terrible. Oh, I like this one, Mar. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Brush your teeth? Alright. I love shrimp. Shrimp tacos are the best. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Uh, why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself, girl. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. That's true. That's very true. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet? Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. Shrimpy shrimp. There's a dish called camarones a la diabla. It's shrimp with spicy sauce. Oh, that's so delicious. So delicious. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud on your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Mar. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem, okay? Whew, let's do this. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did! Didn't I tell you yesterday when I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yep, I like crab as well. Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. You're allergic to all seafood? No. Oh, that's sad. Oh. Creepy. Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. Point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like it was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Cyrus always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. There's dishes that look really good. I know. I think I've tried eel before. It's not bad. I've never tried moray. Moray? Oh, is that this moray eel or is that the same thing? Moray eel? I'm not familiar with that word. Then why do you have shrimp on your name if you despise shrimp so much? But seeing the passion in her eyes make it hard for me to be pessimistic. It's extremely hard to type for anybody in mobile. The autocorrect is such a bitch. Sometimes I type words that I did not want to type. And autocorrect makes it extremely difficult to write. So I suggest to turn it off. I'm probably gonna turn it off, but I haven't gotten to that. Live octopus? Live? Oh, you're a shrimp. Yeah, well, that would make you a cannibal. That makes sense. You don't eat your own kind. At least, not that I know of. I don't think shrimps eat other shrimp. Let's show it to Yuri now. Let's see what you've written today. Uh-oh. Do you like it, Mar? This one might even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. Cannibal shrimp! You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Oh. Even her hand appears sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri reads and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offered that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people will just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Yeah, you do like lots of seafood. There's a lot of seafood that I don't like, but I cannot name things because I don't remember the names of it. Even your close friends, Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its face and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and safe. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me, it's excitement, a rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Lobster, I'd say, or scallops. I really have not tried scallops. I have not eaten lobster as well. Elasmosaurus. Yeah, I have not had lobster before. I need to at some point, sometime. Um, it was a little bit more daring with this one. There's this. I can see that it's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, it takes it at face value, then I can't even figure out what's supposed to mean. Well, I'm thinking sometimes different people can relate in, on to in their own way. You saw I made a burger type of lobster dish with melted cheese. Oh my god. You wanted scallops or rolls? Oh, I did not see any scallop sushi in Teharu. I wanted to express the way it feels for me indulge in my more usual hobbies. It's the sort of things I usually force to keep myself. So sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people will make fun of me. Do you have anything like that, Mar? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and individualities. Inside of the lobster is deep fried too? Wow, that sounds good. If the festival serves fried squid, I don't know what festival you're talking about. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little by bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. I wonder if I posted an awkward photo of us. I know, we need to look at that. Oh my god. Good thing you brought it up. We have to look that up somehow. Somewhere. Oh, the festival in this game. There really aren't many people like you, Mar. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how you feel. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. Fried squid is good, yes. It's a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles nicely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Elasmosaurus. Let's go to Monica, I guess. Let's get it over with. Hi again, Mar. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what I wrote for today? Sure, here you go. It's a rare meat. Alright, this one's good. I feel like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. I'm just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature. It's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation over her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. It just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Ha. You completely misunderstood, girl. Oh my god. I'm so into her. Shh, don't tell her anything. calm down. I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that part to me. It's just a hunch, but well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem? Sure, I guess. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. I know. An endless... What? Cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. The fuck is this? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper, choosing where and how the space would work until I change the mood of the poem. Yeah, no, what the yeah, vinyl on pizza? Yeah, that's weird. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what's about, though. Aha! Sometimes asking what poem's about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. I think she's hinting that I should save my game. Wait, is it tipping about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Let's save the game. Natsuki! Natsuki! Well, I can admit that's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting some effort. Oh my god, she's being nice. That's good. Bitch. I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. Bitch. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Bitch! Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What the fuck is your problem, bitch? What if I am? Ah! She's a bitch. What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri will love this kind of this angsty. What is her hair? I don't know. It's a mess. She's a mess. Just because she's talented, right, doesn't mean looks like I'm in trouble. Somehow struck a nerve, though. What it is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I had on her back over to me. Take your stupid poem if you wrote it for someone else. Just don't show it to me. Ah. Ouch. This is what I get for letting younger girls step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Bitch! Okay, everyone. We're All done reading each other's poems, right? I don't want to read like Natsuki, whatever. Natsuki, bitch. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Oh shit. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not that we can put together anything good just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I have designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for an event. I hope that's a good thing. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, but thanks for sticking around, guys. I'm probably gonna have to end soon because my throat is hurting a little bit. You're hyped for the Games Festival? Nice. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Oh no! Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. Oh shit. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come to recite poems too. Get a clue. I know, right? So you're just putting in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sorry, who's been coloring a poster holds up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for these, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. Bitch, nobody wants to see you. So, that's fine. You can, you know, shoo away. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Ugh. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud, a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put a good performance, then it will inspire us to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, yes, yes. Being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we are all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others, to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left, bitch. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over with. Alright! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around to everyone's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. Don't be so dramatic, you'll be fine. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I didn't even change the name of the stream now that I noticed, but that's okay. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Don't worry. I'll start off to everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting the poem. Her clear, confident voice fills up the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or she's simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression of herself that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Ooh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her hair down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! We believe in you! It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Ooh. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. Sounds like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the rumbling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her. She's bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. And the first one starts applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reacting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it comes to be out the best way. I see. Okay then. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Mar liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. Just embarrassing to do in front of everybody. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before Mar. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Mar lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well go. I need to get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step up in front of the podium. Everybody has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as anyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in writing. That's something that improves over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. Power play, Yukitsune. Thank you for coming. I hope you're doing excellent this evening or morning for you. That's just if you... Natsuki! Come on, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Oh my god. It's called... Oh, you keep losing the tacos. Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Duh. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do it again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it will be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for a festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It may be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Okay, Monica, you got it. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort in the club. It makes me really happy. Okay, Monica. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everybody. I think it's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always coming home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice though. She's getting jealous. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Mario, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's get go already. Walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori is being a little quieter and she's on the way home. Hey Sayori. Sorry I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would totally walk with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so isn't she beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admit it. Oh, jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know. Need you? Sayori, I can figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry, everyone is different. Nobody in the club's replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. So I'm gonna save here, guys, and I'm gonna have to stop because my throat is really hurting right now. I'm actually enjoying this game. It's a lot of reading. It's difficult because I'm not used to this type of stuff, but I'm having a good time. I look forward to figuring out what is next with this game. So let's do something though. We're going to find somebody to raid. And again, guys, ladies, gentlemen, thank you so much for coming to my stream. I really had a great time. I look forward to doing more creative streams like that I did in the beginning and playing more Doki Doki Literature Club. I think it's gonna